I love NotebookLM and I use it all the time, but there's one issue that's always been pretty annoying. When you generate infographics, they look amazing, and when they're simple, the text is perfect. But when you switch to detailed, they still look amazing, but often have misspellings or jumbled text. I found a surprisingly simple way to fix these. First, if you don't know what I'm talking about, NotebookLM is an awesome tool from Google. You create notebooks for different topics, you add your own sources across all sorts of different file types, then it will give you answers using the information found in those sources and cite exactly where it got that information from. Then you can click through to see it in context. As long as you use good sources, this dramatically reduces hallucinations. It's an awesome tool. And then on the right panel, this is the studio panel, there's all sorts of different ways to transform that information to help with visualization and retention. Quizzes, mind maps, podcasts, data tables, video overviews, or the focus of this video, infographics. If I just click, it will generate an infographic based on my sources, or when I click here, it opens up a bunch of other options. There's a bunch of awesome styles to choose from. You could also guide it with a custom style in the prompt box. You can also further guide the focus there. Then there's the option for concise, standard, or detailed. Concise is basically always perfect. Standard is perfect almost every time. And detailed is where we run into issues on most of the generations. And I guess, to be fair, it does say beta right here. I'll generate one at each level as an example. And these were all generated using Nano Banana. They're great for videos or social media. The concise and standard versions both turned out perfect. And the detailed version is almost perfect. It's not super complicated, and it looks good at first glance, but when I zoom in right here, that should be altitude. Looks like I wrote aftitude. Over here, the S in NASA is wrong. Those are the only two issues I noticed, but still, I'd want to fix those. But each of those generations, I only highlighted one source for it to work from. But then when I selected all of my sources and ran it again, it had a lot more information it wanted to put onto this infographic. And when I zoom in, you can start to see a lot of the errors. This should be Apollo, not sure what that word would be, and then anomalies is spelled wrong. Not sure what number, maybe that's 106. This should probably be narrative reports. Way worse down here, almost none of this is legible. This area, just nonsense all over the place, and some more issues up top. So as you can see, this is just covered in errors and jumbled text. So I would definitely want to fix these before sharing this anywhere. And with the slide decks feature, they already implemented a way to edit those right in the platform, and it works pretty well. But they haven't added that to infographics. So we have to fix this somewhere else. This isn't a NotebookLM tutorial, but it is one of my favorite tools, so I would highly recommend you dig deeper into it. We have a complete guide to NotebookLM in the description. It includes a 5-step framework to build any notebook, 5 use cases with copy-paste prompts, every studio output broken down, and a comparison guide so you know when to use NotebookLM over another tool. The guide is designed for people who want to research faster and retain more. It's free, just click the link in the description. Now there are a few ways I've used to fix these in the past. Canva actually has an awesome feature called Magic Layers. It separates flattened or AI-generated designs into fully editable layouts you control. I do have a paid Canva account, but I'm doing this on a separate free one just to show it works there. So this is really, really cool. It separates each of these objects, and then the text, you can actually just click in and change it if you want to. But when I do this with a complex infographic, it doesn't come even close to getting it right. A lot of the text, it just didn't know what to do, so it just got rid of it. And the ones it did keep, the font is changed, it deleted some elements. So it just doesn't work at all with these complex ones. But I did want to show it because it works so well for the simpler ones. Those usually don't have the errors in them, but you may want to change the wording or move things around sometimes. So it's really nice for that. And just in general, it's an awesome feature. The new way I've been doing this is ChatGPT. I was very surprised at how well this worked. I just dropped the infographic into ChatGPT. I've been testing this using different prompts. I had a really long one I was using, but I don't think it's even necessary. It does a pretty good job with a simple one. Generate this exact infographic, but with every error in the text corrected. I'll start with that simple one where I only noticed 2 errors. Then we'll do the more complex one. And as you can see, aftitude is now altitude, and the S up here in NASA is fixed. And it looks like everything else is perfect. Although I will mention it does tend to add a little bit of contrast compared to the original image, but that doesn't bother me since it still looks really good. Of course, that was a fairly simple one. Let's try it on that super complex one that had a ton of issues on it. Now, the difference in these is just night and day. I'll kind of drag this up here so we can see them right next to each other. where the original was just completely jumbled. So bad that it's hard to even know what it was trying to say. It figured it all out, and this all makes sense with no errors. These bigger ones were a little more simple. It's now Apollo lunar anomalies. I wouldn't have guessed that that should be lunar, but that makes sense. This is just about perfect. I do actually notice one error is still here. This word advanced is still kind of jumbled. So this will be a good way to show. I can click select and then highlight that area. I'll say the word advanced is still wrong. Hit enter and send that. That was the only error I noticed. I read through everything. It's possible I missed something, but it was pretty solid. So that came back. I guess it actually thought that that should be accelerates instead of advanced. And enhanced federal investment accelerates the fusion of AI for cross-domain triage. I mean, that makes sense too, so that works. But one thing I've noticed when I do it this way is when it fixes one section, it will often reintroduce artifacts to the other sections. That's really annoying. I don't know why it does that, but it's pretty easy if you just download both. Then you can merge them in whatever photo editing software you use. But what I found that works even better, as you might be able to guess, is download that and run it in ChatGPT again. It seems to be much better at generating the whole thing than it is at editing it. This is what came back, and here's that paragraph. It is completely perfect now, as well as all the text throughout the rest of the infographic all stayed accurate. So I've found that to be the best way to do this. Ask ChatGPT to fix it. If it's not perfect on the first try, download that and ask it to fix it again. Now, I've been going back and doing this on a bunch of infographics I had with errors in them, just to test it and see how well it works. So I'll show a few more examples across different styles, and in some of these I asked NotebookLM to be as complex and detailed as it could. This one was a little more simple, but with a super cool comic book style. Just a few issues in it, cooling spelled wrong, small issue in the S in massive. ChatGPT retained the style and all the elements really well, and fixed every bit of text. This one was way more complex. I'll just circle every issue I found. Ran that through ChatGPT, came back pretty good, fixed most of the issues, not all of them. So I downloaded it, ran it again, and it was perfect. Had this kawaii style with quite a few issues throughout it. Again, fixed it all. Tried it out with an anime style, and it worked with that. This was a simple one with only a couple issues, fixed it on the first try. Here's another pretty complex one. Again, it did not get it right on the first try, so I downloaded it and ran it again, but in the end, it was perfect. I really liked the style on this one, but there were issues all over. So in 2 tries, it fixed all of those. But then I realized the boxes on the bottom, they didn't have misspellings, but the information didn't make any sense at all. So I asked it to fix that, and it relabeled them, then described each properly so it was all accurate to what was being depicted throughout the rest of the infographic. I have found it to be pretty interesting reading through the thinking process on some of these. It goes into such detail, and a lot of the time it's double checking the accuracy of some of these. This one, it said the primary sequence should mention 20 side chains instead of 30. And for the folding paradox, I wanted to correct the figure of 10 to the 300. Also, the word structures makes more sense than million in this section. But ChatGPT analyzes it and figures out what it should have said. And when there's issues with the grammar or the math, it tends to fix that too. And I will mention, I've been doing this on a paid ChatGPT plan, but I also tested it on a free account I have, just using that exact same prompt, and it came back basically just as good. Overall, I am super happy with these. I've loved the infographic feature so much and talked about it a lot. It's awesome to finally have a way to fix these. And you might ask, couldn't you just generate these in ChatGPT in the first place? You can, but NotebookLM is such a good tool with all of the other features it has in there and all the sources I've saved and notebooks I've organized. So I still like to generate those infographics in there instead of all the time it would take me to transfer that into ChatGPT. So that was a quick video, just a simple trick that has helped solve a problem for me. Hopefully that's helpful to someone else.